Alright, so these guys are going to help me get the third battery in, and we're going to move the inverter inside the door on this wall here so I can use all the outlets. So basically it's going to be taken out of the original box yet again. And then the 3 batteries will go in the box and the inverter will go through the wall and inside here. Hopefully this solves my problem. Inverter, it said, just hooking up the cord for the refrigerator I want to use. And that's where it's going to be, so I'll have AC power inside. And once that's done, the 3rd battery will go in there. To leave for the Boondocking Bash. We're going to leave a day early to get a good spot, and I'm almost packed up. Everything got fixed last night. Thank God. I will show you all later. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong side of the camera, but yeah. So, I got a couple of people left waiting for me, and then we're going. I'll show you when we get there. See you later. For the first meeting at the Boondocking Bash.
First, because technically we're only supposed to have 50 people at any gathering right now. But Aja's group is separate, so they don't count. And Steve's group up there, I think we'll keep separate if anybody says anything. And if they really throw a fit, you're allowed more than 50 people if it's a protest. So we have to turn this into Boondocking Bash. I don't think they're going to trip. They came through today and they seem pretty cool. They just want to make sure we're not making money off this or anything.
I was wondering what they came by for.
Yeah, I was asleep. Somebody come and woke me up at like 5:30 this morning. Like they were quiet and they were just checking if I was asleep. Probably wanted to offer me coffee or something. But Jimmy's not an early person, so please don't wake Jimmy too early. Okay. Cool.
Run out by the time you get over here.
Yeah, I know. I actually have 100, but I only want to give 50 out at first, and then the other ones I'll give out to people that get here late or
Yay, thank you.
Same as last year, just different color. Yeah, if you don't mind.
I never got one last year. Well, I don't know if I can get it.
Let me get like 5. We're just going to play this whole thing by ear. That's kind of what we did last year. Like, this event, I just say show up. Like, this happens because of all of you. Like, last year we had a hike up to Dome Rock. And somebody volunteered to do that, and they led that, and that's how we did that. So if anybody wants to volunteer to do a hike up to Dome Rock this year, let me know, and we can do that again. Last year we did the off-road day. We got everybody who had an off-road vehicle or a four-wheel drive, or like what do they call them little things? Side-by-sides, yeah, thank you. If anybody's got anything like that, we can do another off-road day. We went and did like a big tour of the other side of the freeway and went and looked at a bunch of abandoned cabins and mines. So I'd like to do that, but all this stuff, nothing happens unless somebody says, hey, I'll help, let's do this. So, we had, is Robert here? Last year he did a pet portrait day, which was really cool. I'd like to do that again if he's willing. I don't want to pressure anybody to do anything, but it'd be cool to do that again. Of course, we'll have karaoke at least one night. We'll do an outdoor movie one night. We're not going to have, obviously, a big kitchen tent like we did last year, but we'll probably have one day where we'll, like, gather up and, you know, have everybody donate, go into town and order, like, 20 Silly Owls pizzas like we did last year, the big Goliath pizzas. Because that's easy, and, you know, we did the same thing with Randy's Burgers. We put in an order for, like, 300 burgers, and we, like, brought them back, and, like, we just got to give them time, and wood. The fire is the main thing. That's like the whole point of this. Like everything else is just extracurricular. E-bike ride. Everybody who has an e-bike, I want to organize an e-bike ride. The idea so far is to go into town and go to like the bar But we could go exploring. We'll figure that out. We just got to figure out what day people want to do it. And if anybody wants to volunteer to lead any of these activities, please let me know. Can't do it all. Like I was saying earlier, Jimmy's not an early person, so please don't come to my RV before 9 a.m. That really kind of messed me up. I was asleep when the Rangers came because somebody woke me up at like 5:30 this morning. So I had to take a nap, and so I missed the Rangers.
My heart bleeds for you.
Yeah, right? I promised her one of those, so Aja, the girl with the camera.
You're pointing at a woman? No,
Yeah. We'll make sure she gets one of those, I promise. So we're going to need some tables. There are a few tables down here at Deb's Camp. If you guys don't know already, Deb's Camp is the COVID-free zone. Anybody who's immunocompromised and really worried about socializing, they're following all the rules really strictly down there. Mask and gloves. If they play Farkle, everybody has their own set of dice, and then they wash them after every time. And she's got some tables she's going to bring up, but I got some more games over here. I've got the Jenga from last year, and a carom pool board, and a whole bunch. I haven't even pulled all the stuff out yet. We'll need tables to put it up. We're going to put up a tent right here. We want to have a fire every night. That's the main point of all this, is to have a fire for everybody to gather around and hang out. And all of a sudden I see all the cameras on me. And that doesn't happen if we don't have wood. So we've got a collection bucket over here. We're going to collect up wood and try to get one of the wood guys in town to give us a good deal if we buy a bunch at once.
We have cash right now. We sit right there in front of the tent.
Yeah, and if you can't donate now, we'll pass it around in a minute, but if you can't donate now, Tipsy Gypsy will have it over there in her blue bus for the next few days. We got somebody already willing to drive into town and haul the wood, so that helps a lot.
I got a bigger speaker if you need one.
Yeah, I mean, this works, but if somebody's got something better, that would be good. We're only here for 14 days, so, like, please, everybody, like, I know not everybody gets along. If you don't get along with anybody else here, just ignore them. We're only here for 14 days. You got the rest of the year to fight and argue. No religion, no sports, no politics, no COVID talk. I mean, I can't make people not... that's the whole thing, is, you know, to hang out and socialize and, you know, share our stories from the year. And, but like I said from the beginning, it's all about mostly just having a fire to hang out by in the evening. And we also have separate little camps with separate fires. So like last night, some of us kind of hopped from one camp to the next, and that was kind of cool.
Oh, look at that.
She hooked you up.
One too. Hold on. Can you hear me? Yeah. Can you hear me? Okay, good.
Okay, so when you guys come in and out, please go slow everywhere, because the dust kicks up and it gets on people's solar panels and everybody's breathing it in. But especially, please go slow when you first come in there by Deb's area over there. She's really had a lot of people hauling butt through there and kicking up dust. Last year we had a range day. I want to find Ed and ask him if he might be interested in having that again, where we all go over and like go shooting on the other side of the road. That would be cool. Anybody have any ideas for anything they would like to do? Does anybody have any kind of skill or like something anything? Okay, I was just going to do a dance party or a karaoke night. That'll be awesome. Thank you.
I can do like a movie night.
Mike's willing to do a movie night. Like, that's what it is. This is community. What we do is what we put together, and I can't do it all. So, like, we need volunteers. A what? Land navigation course. That would be kind of cool. Like for e-bikes?
It's all over. There's so much more white
Oh.
here than the last place we were at.
Kind of almost like a scavenger hunt, sort of? Okay. Okay. We're going to have a drum circle tonight. Last year we did a drum circle on the full moon, and tonight's the full moon. So shortly after this is over, everybody, if you got something to pound on, bring it. Really, this is going to be kind of a short meeting. I don't have a whole lot to talk about.
It's good because I don't have a lot of memory.
I've got a couple of collapsible bins there. If you have recyclables, please don't throw trash in those, but if you want to throw plastic bottles or aluminum cans in those, I'll save those up.
I know. You're gonna get a bunch of them.
And then we might do a couple of days where we go into town as a group, like not everybody, but maybe on weekdays when they're not really busy, like people who want to will like caravan into town and go like bombard a restaurant and just like show up with like 30 or 40 people and have like a big meal and bring them a little bit of business. So, Thank you. I'm running out of things to say. I gathered everybody here to talk for 2 minutes. Anybody else have any other ideas or suggestions? Okay. See, last year I had Marie and Steph here, so like when I'd run out of things to say, I'd hand them the microphone, and then I'd remember something else, and then like we'd share. So that kind of helped. The Chinese restaurant by Tyson Wells? Okay, I wanted to check that out last year. Last year we also did a Randy's Burger Day where we gathered up like, I don't know, enough to buy like 300 Randy's burgers and brought them all back. And yeah, that was always fun.
Need a bulletin board or something to write things down and schedule.
You think I ought to say
Yes,
something
that's
about
one of the
trying to
things.
get a band
I have a
together?
big marker board over here. What I need, is there anybody here that like has carpentry skills that like wants to help me build like a something to keep something to keep the marker boards from blowing over in the wind. Yeah, like nothing fancy, just. And then once we get the marker board set up, we can put things
I
on
remember
there
what they called it last
and kind of
year.
like this is
One of
all
the
really
musicians.
loosely organized. I don't
Like
have a
an open
schedule
mic
yet.
kinda
That's
night.
kind of what we're
Yeah.
here for right now, to find out what people want to do
remember what
and
it
what days
was.
we'll do it. I still like the Dome Rock hike idea, but nobody wants to lead that.
How far is that?
Up that mountain there to the mine.
Yeah, I know.
I know. It's too far for me. That's why I'm not volunteering to lead it. But last year there were like 30 people that wanted to hike up there, so
Never been up there.
I'd start one.
I might do like a little prospecting, gold prospecting presentation day. I don't know. Who? Oh, okay. Thank you, Grant. So what day would be good for you?
Wednesday.
Okay, so Wednesday, Dome Rock hike. We got our first scheduled event. And what day are you thinking for karaoke or dance party, Aja?
I can't see.
Okay, Friday or Saturday. So now we got 2 scheduled events. So this will just come together as we have the ideas, and it doesn't have to happen right now. If somebody thinks of something later and they're like, you know, I used to do this, we could do this. I might do like a night photography class, like kind of teach people how to do astrophotography on your phone. It's not all phones can do it. I'm not like a professional photography, but I like to show people that.
Bigger marker board and
Yeah.
do a Pictionary night.
Okay. And
Day actually, because it's easy to see.
of course, we'll have a bunch of games. Steve has a huge tent up there, which he may or may not bring closer to camp. But even if it's up there, like if it's really cold or rainy, we can hang out in that. It's almost as big as the TP tent that Kyle had here last year. We went up there last night, and it's like really warm in there with a little propane.
I have to set up a screen, but I can do multiple movie nights.
Yeah, that's awesome. Movie nights,
speakers.
outdoor movies are awesome. Everybody
Yeah.
always likes that.
Yeah.
And if we have good speakers, that helps a lot. It gives it like a theater. And we got a lot of people here with musical stuff. Jim brought musical stuff. Mark brought some musical stuff. Somebody else said they were coming in. Oh, well, Aja's got speakers, of course. And somebody else is coming with the speakers and stuff too.
Hey, Jimmy,
Yes.
wasn't there like an open mic night last year? Was it here?
I would love to get
musicians?
I got to talk with our music people, but I'd love to get some live performers here. There's usually a bunch of people in town that like everything from like the Dirty Kid bands to like some professional, like really good musicians, and we can have an open mic night. Anybody that wants to play or sing. We'll do karaoke. We'll try to have some sort of music every night and a fire every night. Again, that's the main thing, is just having a fire every night for everybody to hang out around, stay warm and talk. And we'll have lots of games set up. I need tables. If anybody has a table they can bring, there are a few down there at Deb's, but we need more tables because we've got a lot of games to set up.
This is a good area for stargazing too.
Yeah. Yep. And we've got this big empty area over here. But why were we saving that for somebody? Something. I'm a little slow. Somebody woke me up at 5:30, and so I missed the Rangers. They came to talk to me, and I was asleep. I had to take a nap. I couldn't hang.
Man, let's see what's here, but I will.
They're gonna
I
try
will
to.
commit to doing it 3/4 of the time for the whole bash. But Scott said that he would help me 3 days on, 3 days off. So I was thinking we'd start the meditation circle on Thursday, and I haven't picked out a spot yet. But when I do, I walk around to all the camps and let everybody know where the spot is. It will be close to center camp, but it's going to be at 9 a.m.
So that's something
Bring
for
a chair
20
if you don't
people.
want to sit on the ground with pillows. Bring a chair. At the RTR one year, we had like 30 to 35 people in a circle, and it was one of the most uplifting experiences I've ever had. So if we could recreate something like that, I'm telling you, you will not experience anything else like it. It's so grounding, and growth inside.
Last year we had we made a bowling alley and we had night glow bowling, and I brought all the stuff for that. We just need some like.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was fun.
One night. It was great.
I'll probably do root beer floats again, and that's how we'll get the 2 liter bottles for the. I don't know what day I'll do root beer floats, but we'll try to do that again. And if anybody has any other ideas, even if it's after this meeting, just let me know. I don't know when we'll do the e-bike
If you
ride.
guys do leave your chairs here, please bring them this way because we have to go through this way. We leave them closer to the fire pit.
And so what I'll do is we're going to have this board up once we get it together. And on the board, it's going to say what today's activity is and what tomorrow's activity is. And we'll just play it by ear and go day to day and see who's willing to do what and make it happen. Like I said, as long as we have a fire every night, it's a success. Everything else is just gravy.
We'd also like to do a sunset hike, maybe. So if you see us walking at around sunset, just hop on like a soul train. You know?
If anybody's got any post-it notes.
We'll try to stop over here, maybe 2 fingers before the sun is gone.
Okay, cool. We'll put some post-it notes over on the bulletin board, so like if anybody needs anything or looking for anything, work or help or stuff or anything, we can put a post-it on the board. I hate that when I think of something and I forget it because I go off track and talk about something else.
Secret Bacon Club. Secret Bacon Club.
Yes, we will be doing Super Secret Late Night Bacon Club. I've brought 3 pounds already. If anybody wants to buy more bacon, you can never have too much bacon. I also have 2 bottles, only 2, but I have 2 bottles of maple bacon whiskey for Super Secret Late Night Bacon Club. Free pile. We had a free pile last year. If anybody's got a tarp.
Donna's got a free pile.
Okay. Okay, great. That was a cool thing because everybody's got extra junk, and other people need junk, and so we share our junk. It's not all junk. I got last year. Who was it? Boomer, who's not here this year, but he was unloading a portable air conditioner for the free pile, and I saw him unloading it. And I'm like, are you putting that in the free pile? Well, I've still got it. I've been using it ever since.
One man's junk is another
Right?
man's treasure.
I got 2 gel cell batteries last year.
Yeah, she ended up getting 2 gel cell batteries, and then somebody burned one of them up.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. It got dark. We got tired.
But it was still...
Lines got crossed, but it worked out.
So,
Are we going to do any gold stuff?
I would like to do a little presentation on gold prospecting. Robin helped me last year. I don't see him this year, but...
Sylvia's here.
So is that like
Sylvia
Thursday?
can help, for sure.
So are you saying Thursday
If she wants
morning,
to.
maybe?
Morning?
Or is that Thursday at around 2 p.m.?
Yeah, that sounds better for me. I'm not a morning.
Do you think you could do it by then, or do you need a couple more days?
I'll probably do that one next week, because, well,
So
let me talk with Sylvia and try to talk with Robin. I'd
So
like...
Monday is better.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
locking you down.
I know. Well, I want to. I need help because, like, the way I did it last year, while I get up and talk about it, somebody else is running all the equipment and showing how it works, and so I want to make sure.
I got a friend that does that, and
Yeah?
I can call my friend Harry. He's the gold digger. He's camped in Ehrenberg. I can call and see if maybe he'll help out
See
with
if he's
demonstrations.
interested. Yeah, I know Robin really enjoyed it last year, but I don't know where he is this year. He marked going, so he's probably just showing up late.
Yeah.
And Sylvia's real into gold prospecting too. So
All right,
she
so I'll
may-
give it to like Thursday before I
Yeah.
ask him, because then maybe somebody else will show up. Sylvia's camped right by me.
I don't think it's called Gold Digger.
It's interchangeable. Did everybody get a magnet? Did everybody get a magnet?
No, I need a magnet.
Are there any magnets left from the first pile?
Weren't there a few left?
Where did Roy go? Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
There's actually 50 more, but I'm only giving 50 out at first, and then I don't know how many more people are going to show up. If this is all, that's cool with me. We had a lot last year, but I figure with all the Canadians being stuck at home, not all of them, but most of them. I don't know. AJ's here too. AJ's here too.
Oh, I didn't see
Yeah.
Hey,
So we
Gary,
got
mention the next events coming up.
Huh?
Mention a few of the other
Good
events coming
idea.
up.
After this is over, Carrie Lee is hosting a New Year's Christmas party over in Ehrenberg. I think it starts, if you're not already on the No Madness Gatherings Facebook group, go request to join that, because that's the central page where everything's listed if you want to go to the other events. We're going to have that for New Year's and Christmas, Scad and Wash, Joe is still going to do the Partiar this year.
Yep.
And
January
even Bob
10th through
says he's
20th.
going to be in Scad and Wash at that time. So
Excellent.
It'll be interesting. It'll be a huge non-event.
Bob's gonna have
Awesome.
We're going to get Bob drunk and make him dance.
That's it, man. That's the way it's supposed to be. I hope he is there.
Schoolie Palooza's in February.
Schoolie Palooza's February
Oh, yeah.
1st, right
Schoolie
to like the
Palooza.
12th to 13th.
I'm usually in slabs by February because I like to go. Schoolie Palooza's in February? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, so you can actually make both, I think.
Yeah, awesome.
Yep.
I guess that's about it. I don't really have a whole lot to say. Anybody else have any questions? I have 2 stickers. Seth is making decals this year, and he made up a couple of Boondocking Bash decals, which were in the envelope with the magnets. Did I give you the envelope too? Uh-oh. Oh, it's in my pocket. So, like, I don't know how to give these away, but they're decals that say Boondocking Bash, and there's 2 of them. So, like, whoever has questions for me, like the first 2 people to ask me a question, like anything, I don't even care.
What's your cat's name?
My cat's names are Polly, Anna, Beebs, Artie, and Sammy. I have 5 freaking cats. Usually, my normal morning is noon. But when I'm traveling, I get up a little earlier. So, like, lately, it's probably more like I should be up and going by 9. And if anybody needs any other decals made or anything, Seth has a machine. He can, like, make custom decals for anything. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so talk to Seth. He can hook you up. These, you might need to press them in between a book to make sure they, like, make sure that the sticky is on the, yeah. They're probably just stick. Anybody else have a question?
Yeah, I did. What time do you get up?
Oh, that was your question. Okay.
She's like, where's my decal?
Like I said,
Question, when did this start, since this is my first one?
last year. Last year. This is the second one. Yeah. Last year we did it a little bit earlier. We did it for Thanksgiving. We had a huge kitchen tent set up. We fed everybody every day. It was awesome, but it was a lot of work. And I don't want that much work. I just want to hang out and have fun. You know? So, like I said, as long as we have a fire every night, it's a success. Everything else is just gravy and something for us to do. Games and activities. The 4-wheel drive thing, I didn't see anybody interested. How many people here have 4-wheel drives and would be willing to put other people in their vehicles and go tour the countryside? Nobody. Okay. Well, we don't have to do that one. But that can change too. That's why we're doing it day to
It's
day.
early, man.
Huh?
It's early.
Yeah, it's early. I don't think a lot of people have shown up yet. I think a lot of people are going to wait to see how it goes, and then when they start seeing people posting and videos and photos, I think more people are going to show up. And a lot of the people that helped organize things last year aren't here this year yet. So I guess that's about it. We're going to start the drum circle like in about, I don't know, what time does it get dark here? The time change got me messed up. We're an hour earlier in California. So it gets dark about 5 there, so probably about 6 here.
I'm going to use my table as a drum.
Okay. I've got a drum I got to go dig out. I've got so much stuff in there. I've got so many games. I can't even find them all. I've got giant pickup sticks. I got air hockey. I got carom billiards. I got shot glass roulette. I've got glow in the dark
Jenga.
Jenga. Dad has a whole bunch more games down here. They got cornhole. So like, we'll just have stuff to do. That's the plan. And yeah. And a lot of people are worried about the Farco, like even a lot of us who aren't real too concerned about COVID are still worried about the Farco because the dice, but like Deb said, just everybody has their own set of dice.
Let me tell you this, if you've been to Silly Al's, I'll tell you this, they want masks on, but I see them making pizzas with no gloves on. So, you know, come on.
I was in Pilot Truck Stop the other day, and they have the driver's lounge shut down. Like, nobody can sit in any of the chairs, except the 2 chairs that are right next to each other that you put money in that massage you. Like, you can catch COVID from those because they make money off them, but, like, not the rest of it. They want that closed down. So, I don't know. I'm just glad that I'm breaking my own rule. I just said no talk of religion, sports, politics, or COVID, and here I go. That's what happens when I run out of things to say. Any more questions?
Yeah, I just thought
We're going to pass the can around. Did we start passing it yet? This is for wood. Can't donate to wood right now. Later, she'll have it over at her.
They bought money
Jimmy?
Somebody just, my pants are falling down. I need that free hand. I lost a lot of weight. My clothes don't. So yeah, well, we had, what was his name? Noel, I think, was the guy that did firewood next to Randy Berger's old location, and he gave us a really good deal, and then he came out and partied with us one night and brought even more wood. But there's also a place in Ehrenberg that sells wood, and AJ was telling me about a place a little bit south of Blythe that has like really good deal on wood. They said you could even go and take a lot of it away for free. So we might get somebody with a truck. Yeah, where'd he go? Oh, so we might get somebody with a truck to. I'll have AJ talk to you and tell you where that place is, and maybe we can go over there and we can use some of this that we're collecting to cover your gas for going out there. And, yeah. So I guess that's about it. Anybody else have any other questions or suggestions or anything? No? Okay. I'm seeing a few new faces, yeah, but most everybody I've seen before, but I'm seeing a few new faces. This whole thing started with a Facebook group that I help administrate, Boondocking and Free Camping USA. For years, people were like, why don't we have a group meetup? And I never wanted to do it because it just seemed so overwhelming. So finally, last year, I already kind of knew everybody was gathering, and I knew they needed something to do, and I thought, well, let's do it this year. And so we did. And last year, I think we had 300 or 400 people. It was like 4 times as many people as we have right now. And Roy over here is the other admin, one of the other admins of my group. So everybody say hi to Roy if you haven't yet. He's really cool.
Hi, Roy.
So I have a 120-inch projector screen. You got a screen already? Or? Okay, so we got that covered.
Well, I don't have the screen, but I have the projector. But I have something to make the screen.
I've got a 120-inch screen, but it's like loose. It needs to be attached to something.
Okay.
The first year Tile got a crew together and they built a frame and we stapled it to the frame.
Yeah, I have a frame.
Okay. Cool.
We have a frame.
I'm thinking about doing like a gold, Sylvia. I'm thinking about doing like a gold prospecting seminar next week. And I don't know where Robin is. He usually helps me with that, but I don't know if he's going to make it. What I'm looking for is somebody who can just like we'll go get a bucket or two of dirt. And see, that's the thing. Robin, I don't know what we'll have to talk later what you have.
I don't know if I'm going to be here next week.
Oh.
I may be getting some work done on my vehicle over in Ehrenberg.
We had somebody got bit last
Laura?
year, so it happens, And it's not fun and it's not cheap. At Anaheim is like, what, $10,000 or something? It's crazy, yeah. So just be careful, watch out for fires and snakes and weird people. And if there's weird people, come tell me, I'll run them off.
I like weird people.
Right.
Okay, now I'm just rambling. I guess I'm done because I've run out of things to say. Any more questions before I cut this off? We're all good? Okay. We'll start the drum circle. I guess we'll start gathering for the drum circle right when the sun goes behind the mountain. I'm not sure what time the full moon comes up. Last year we just kept the drum circle going until... And how many people here have drums and want to come for the drum circle? So we got a few.
I want to come, but I don't have a drum.
Cool.
I just got that little
I got a
one
ring
that I got.
stick.
Yeah, and you
That
can just
doesn't
show
work
up too,
too.
even if you don't have a drum.
Yeah, bring another instrument.
Anything that makes noise.
Yeah, bring another instrument.
Yeah, that was one of the highlights last year. I really enjoyed that. We had like 50 people out here banging on drums when the full moon came up.
Yeah, your cowbell. There you go.
Pretty cool. We also had, where's Mike? Michael Lazaro, is that how you say his name?
Didgeridoo.
He's not here. He had some of those didgeridoos. We had a guy with didgeridoos here last year. I should invite him over to the drum circle. I think that's what they're called.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I guess that's it.
Welcome to the Boondocking Bash.
And afternoon meetings last year, but I'm not going to do that. I might not even do a meeting every day, but I should.
Next meeting.
Probably tomorrow, same time. I don't know. The first meeting's the main one. Just kind of get everybody together and coordinate. But we'll try to do like a little meeting every day. Right about this time, we'll just about 4 o'clock, we'll just kind of update people on what we're going to do the next day. We haven't figured out any activity for tomorrow yet, I guess.
Well, there's the yoga thing.
Yeah, there's the morning thing, the yoga.